You're listening to KYST 89.3, The Bone. The Bone. And now time for South Tucson Youth Football. Simulcast on AM 1400, The Ground. And on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22.
Oh, man.
Welcome to South Tucson Youth Football Playoffs. And you are looking live at Municipal Field number 169 in downtown South Tucson. We got two big first-round playoff games for you. And this is a tasty one when it was announced. The 7 seed, You Need a Clown. Receiving the ball, going right to left in your radio dial. The 7 seed, the champions out of the CSC, the Child Services Conference, taking on the champions of the Foreign Legion, the Wandering Lush Irish Pub. We are getting right into it. You Need a Clown, Wandering Lush. Both these teams did not have to wait and find out if they were playing on selection on Selection Sunday, but in the selection show. They knew they had their spot in by winning their conference championship. You Need a Clown, a bit of a surprise. Wasn't really expecting them to get into it, let alone win the whole thing. They defeated, if I recall, was it Bayadad? I think it was 1-800-BAYADAD. I'm going to go ahead and look into it now. They defeated Bully Factory Children's MMA in the playoffs. And that got them to this very point. Oops. Do that. And Lester Mason moving nicely down the field. His first catch.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
Remember, the pressure on these children is so high. It is just win or go home. Actually, I think they kind of changed it here in South Tucson. It's win and go home, because the children who lose in these playoffs games, often their parents leave and don't take them with them. They just kind of force them to walk home. It's win or walk home, I think is how they're saying it. Or win and go home, lose and figure your way home. And Lucas Wood, that's what we're seeing here. That's the beauty of this. We're seeing a lot of, a good mix of new teams and the old guard. A lot of teams making their first appearance in South Tucson's playoffs. You Need a Clown, not one of those teams. They have made the playoffs every time, and Morris Romero is sacked for a loss of 7.
7 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and long.
But Wandering Lush, they are a brand new team in the playoffs. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those stats to find out exactly how many teams have been, any of these teams that have made it before. Now, You Need a Clown. They've got quite a storied history in the playoffs. They actually are the champions from the very first season of South Tucson Youth Football. They were the 4 seed. They defeated the Crash Zone Trampoline Experience in the first round. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, who were an 8 seed that upset the 1. And they defeated Sam & Sons Gazebo Repair in the finals. They are going to start by being the first team to put some points on the board here in the playoffs. Morris Romero throwing it downfield. That's a touchdown for the Clowns. And I take it back. They did not make the playoffs last season. I don't think there has been... Meanwhile, it's time for the Wandering Lush to finally respond. They are on offense for the first time halfway through this first quarter. That is Tennessee Cock with the high five there. He is the quarterback of the Wandering Lush, and we're gonna see what they can do, starting from their own 30. Hands it off to start to Quentin Lacey.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Man left. Hey, we gotta get to the ball. Watch two.
Lacey with the catch.
That's Lacey again for 8 yards and a first down.
First down.
Opting to hand it off, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Yep, that face mask is going to move him 15 yards downfield. Vinny Holden, obviously not his favorite penalty.
Automatic first
His
down.
favorite penalty would be holding. But all the same, let's take a drink, everybody. And let me know what you're drinking. I am drinking horseradish. I have ground it into a fine pulp and mixed it in some water like Tang. It's like horseradish concentrate. Really clears out the nostrils. It's very good. And another 14-yard catch has moved Wandering Lush even further downfield on the 30. Looking to answer right away. That's incomplete. Almost bobbled and dropped. Oh, tartar sauce from Nammerpuss. Very nice. I guess we're all drinking sauce today. Getting sauced. So let me know what sauce you're drinking.
Makes the catch.
I guess horseradish would be mine. I wouldn't use it as a sauce. It's more just like a powdered. It's like powdered horseradish. I just poured in water and stirred up like Tang, like Kool-Aid. And Cock gonna take off on his own. He's enough for the first down. 4 yards. He's brought down right at where the first down marker would be. And of course, oh, I know horseradish sauce is a thing. I'm just saying I made it like, but mine is not a sauce. It is a beverage. It is a horseradish beverage that you can make, after you go out and play on a warm Saturday afternoon. You can come in and say, "Hey, Mom, can you make us some horseradish juice?" I don't know why they say juice. Maybe not juice. From horseradish drink. And she can go and get the packet of powdered horseradish and pour it in with some water. And just take a big old gulp of it. Oh, big hit in the end zone. Martin McQueen breaking up what would have been a sure touchdown.
That brings up 4th and 7.
And the Wandering Lush are going to have to settle for a field goal. Kick is up. Does it have the distance? It does. 7-3 to start things off with 32 seconds left to go in the first quarter of this. Our first match of the South Tucson Youth Football Playoffs. It's the first round. 4 teams will advance. 4 teams will say goodbye for the season. That's fucking Lou Rawls with a 24-yard return.
Returned 23 yards.
And after this and tomorrow, we will be down to our final 8 teams, the quarterfinals, as we add our top seeds. Awaiting the winner of this game, Flappy Pappy's Pancake Shanty out of the Gluttony League. A 2 seed. They were ranked 7th in the last rankings. A big win over Del Grangos. And that does not look good. Quentin Lacey for the Wandering Lush has gone out with an injury. Looks like he's out for the game. That is going to put a damper in the offense of the Wandering Lush.
Number 18 was
Had to rely on their defense and see if they can throw the ball downfield a little bit more. They got the quarterback who can do it. Tennessee Cock is very sure of himself. He is very cocksure. And that was Chauncey Gooden almost picking that one off. It was thrown right to him. What on earth is Morris Romero thinking? So Flappy Pappy's a bit of a surprise 2 seed. Moving up, basically jumping every team that didn't play in a championship game aside from Pawn Shop of the Nazarene. But, you know, the committee looked at all the stats. They thought that they were underranked and underseeded all season long. You know, they didn't make the rankings until the final week of the season. And they viewed the championship, the conference championship of the Gluttony League as a very valuable one. They were the second-ranked conference in all South Tucson. So being their champions got to be worth something, and Flappy Pappies don't have to play in one of these games. And that is their first playoff appearance. In fact, of our look through of our field, I know of the 4 first-round byes, only one team has played in the playoffs before. I think there's only one of these as well, of these 2 games. Take a look. Yep, that's that one. I know Bayadad's a return team. They take on Pablo's Roadside Tacos, who I don't believe made it, so it's Bayadad. And You Need a Clown.
That's a gain of 10 on the play.
And
That makes it first and
Twin
10.
Towers Construction so far. The other 2 games are... I just made the dang thing. Pawn Shop and Captain Chuck's. I know Pawn Shop are back in. Oh no, Pawn Shop did not make it. Sorry, I'm my mistake. That was Holy Balls who made it 2 years in a row. So Pawn Shop are a brand new team. Captain Chuck's a brand new team in the playoffs. And that last game, Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium, they have not made a playoff run before. And the Creamy Surprise. So 4 out of the 12 teams have been in the playoffs before. 8 brand new teams. Of last year's, only 2 teams from only 3 teams from last year's playoffs have made it back in. Creamy Surprise, 1-800-BUY-A-DAD, and Twin Towers. Towers were the 11 seed with the 6-11 upset. They beat Holy Balls in the first round. And Tennessee Cock going to air that one out. It's 4th and 12. You Need a Clown are going to get this one back.
That makes it 4th and 12.
3:45 to go in the first half. And will the luck of the Irish on this very sacred day in South Tucson, where so many parents are just completely drunk and just adding extra atmosphere, or as they like to refer to it, verbal abuse onto these children. But we call it atmosphere here in South Tucson. Just knowing that these kids have something to play for, and that is the love of their own parents.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Big stop only for 3 yards, just shoving down Romero. And he has had trouble. After the first drive, he has had trouble moving the football. So let's see what the Wandering Lush have set up on 2nd and 7 from the 35-yard line. I know many of the parents are already surly and drunk. They're expecting a full day of watching NCAA basketball. Then they find out then they couldn't be bothered to find out until today that their kid was playing football in the playoffs, and now they had to just rearrange all their plans. Various pre-made dips had to stay in the refrigerator. And I'm sure some of those dips, for some of the parents of some of the losing teams' kids, those dips will be hurled across the living room in a violent, angry fit because of their inability to win. Not only of their inability to win, but of they're taking away their parents' NCAA tournament time. So we thank you for joining us and watching along with us, even though there is the tournament going on. Only one game right now. We've been kind of watching that one as well. I've got it on here. Got a couple monitors in the studio here. Keep an eye on what is going on. It looks like You Need a Clown are going to have to punt it away from their own 25. It's going to dribble all the way down to the 35. It's kicked. But is it picked up? It's a turnover. Oh, he does not pick up the ball. He touches it. And You Need a Clown, very rugby-esque play, have forced a turnover. I don't know if they even forced it. The Wandering Lush return child kicked the football and did not pick it up, and it's You Need a Clown's football. They're down at the 30. Oh my goodness, this is completely turned around. Fakes the handoff. Romero's got room to run. He gets the first down and another 5 on top of it. 12 yards in total. And those You Need a Clown fans in their red wigs, in their red noses, with their John 3:14 signs. It's pretty standard, and that's going to be a big rush up the middle. First and goal for the Clowns. Big loss of yardage on that one, but the handoff to Lucas Wood for 8 yards, and the touchdown is okay, and it is a 13-3 game. You Need a Clown looking to become the first ever 2-time champions in South Tucson. 2 championships in 3 years. It's a lot to do. They still got to win this and 3 more, but that is the goal in sight for them. The extra point's good. It's 14-3 with 1:52 to go in the first half.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Hello for all you who have joined us. If you are new to this stream or just kind of watching, because I know NL is sharing, or what's the word, hosting us. Hosting us, that's what they're doing, they're hosting us. That was a face mask, so we should drink. And Tennessee Cox sacked for a huge loss of 10. Calling a frantic timeout. That coach is absolutely going to lay in to that child.
Wyatt takes the catch. Call it a gain of 11 yards. That brings up 3rd and 10.
Cock dropping back, 3rd and 10, got those 10 yards back. He's going to air it out, wide open downfield, down to the 10. Domino Rally, the star wide receiver for the Wandering Lush, picking that one out of the air, down to the 4. First and goal. The only time Wandering Lush have been in the red zone so far, it ended up in a field goal. They'd like to cut this lead to, well, it'd be to 4, I guess. Huge play, the biggest play of the game so far. But Wandering Lush need a couple more plays like that to get back in this. They are down by 11 as we head closer and closer to the half. That'll do it. Colton Pollard, the backup running back, with the 2-yard touchdown. And this crowd is quieted a little bit. It's nice to see the running game working for Wandering Lush with their star running back, Quentin Lacey. Or not their star, but their starting running back, Quentin Lacey. Out for the game with an injury, so that's already going to put him down a man in their running game. That's a nice sign of... Man, Domino Rally is out with an injury. You Need a Clown are being vicious. I don't know if it was on that catch or what. Martin McQueen with a 13-yard return. He's out for 2 quarters, so Domino Rally, a star wide receiver, completely out for the half, maybe even longer. We'll get as much of a report as we can on him. I understand there's a lot of tears, a lot of crying, but Lucas Wood with the catch, 7 yards, gets out of bounds to the left side. They got 48 seconds to go. You Need a Clown feel like they could definitely move downfield and score some more.
Mason was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Another rush downfield. Lester Mason with that catch. You need a clown moving downfield pretty well with 33 seconds to go. A flag on the play. He broke free from the tackle. There's a first down. And roughing the passer is going to give him even more yards. Another 15. They're down to their 23.
Still first down.
Romero dropping back. A lot of time to throw. He's going downfield. It's caught by fucking Lou Rawls. 17 yards. Gets out of bounds. Stopping the clock. 27 seconds to go. First and goal for the Clowns.
Loss of 6 yards on the play. That brings up second and goal. Recovers the fumble.
Right line. Set. Oklahoma.
A fumble, getting it back, going into the half. Wandering Lush got to feel like they got a break on that. Your halftime, of course, brought to you by Nissan. The all-new Laugh Finder is in stores. Like, literally, someone just grabs what, steals it from the lot and drives it into a department store. There's a lot of chaos and everything. But, you know, you can maybe pick it up and pick up some other broken items that they're not trying to sell anymore because it's already liquidated damages. Like, literally liquidated damages. There's just, it's liquefied. That's how fast it's been driven into the store. And of course, Tucson, our corporate sponsor for this, the South Tucson Youth Football Tournament, postseason tournament. Halftime score. Look at that, the yards, passing yards. Wandering Lush, heavily going with their passing game. Not a lot of rushing, as you can see with the
Cox deep to return. Gibson returns the kick. Punt return 18 yards.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic first down.
As we head into the third quarter, Wandering Lush starting with the football. That was a huge stop, forcing that fumble to end the half. And Tennessee Cox going to throw it to Ryan Means. 24 yards and a first down. His first catch of the game is a significant one, and he's going to have to be one of their go-to guys with Domino Rally out for another quarter. Ghost of Ghost Dad. I wouldn't be surprised if South Tucson isn't too far from Flavortown. That would not surprise me one bit.
McQueen at the tackle at the 19-yard line. That brings up second and 1. The pass falls incomplete. YLT intended receiver on the play.
Wandering Lush being stopped 3rd and 1. This is a huge play. Down a running back, down their star wide receiver. They are digging deep to try to pull something out and get the lead. They're going to throw it short pass up the middle. Cornelius Fenton, 9 yards of first down. And that might be what they have to do, just chip away. Chip away at these yards. Chip away at this lead. They're only down 4. That has to give them a lot of promise, a lot of confidence going into this half. Long lob to Mark Roberson. Well, all the names are coming out for Wandering Lush. Mark Roberson, touchdown Lush. And it, of course, is St. Patrick's Day, and nothing is more appropriate than the Wandering Lush wandering their way into the end zone for a touchdown and the lead for the first time in this game. That is huge. What a gutsy drive led by Tennessee Cock, knowing he doesn't have much of a running game with his running back out for the game, finding other receivers downfield, making it less obvious that Domino Rally is the go-to because he's not on the field. Let's see how You Need a Clown can respond.
That makes it 2nd and 2. Morrison makes the tackle. Call it a gain of 1 yard. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
First and 10 from the 45. Here come the Clowns. Fake the handoff. Romero gonna go running. He's got a lot of room. Huge block by his running back. He gets 22 yards. Oh, man. Look at that big block by number 2. That's Lucas Wood, his running back, just coming in, taking a huge hit for the team. And you tell me these games don't matter to these kids. You tell me they don't care, because someone has to assume that they don't care. Handing it off to Wood after that huge block. Gets 7 yards. Look at these kids just pushing downfield for You Need a Clown. And they are just trying to shorten this game to 12 and counting. Yeah, no need to call in. The Clowns are already here. And Lucas Wood, the star of that drive, touchdown after 26 yards downfield. Extra point is good. You Need a Clown regaining the lead. And let's see if they can put a stop on the Wandering Lush. That's a good return. Clarence Gibbons, 25 yards, all the way up to the 40.
Means makes the grab. Gain of 18 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Makes the handoff, does cocky, throws it downfield, off target. Had a receiver a little shorter, but I think there was coverage on that play. 2nd and 10, minute 41 to go in the 3rd quarter. This our first of 2 first-round games. Screen pass, diving, committed to it. Julian Irvin gets 15 yards. And look at this juke on the tackle. It's caught. Nice spin play. That child just goes flying into a camera. Oh, he's probably really hurt. He's probably very badly hurt, that 12-year-old kid. Ah, that's a good one. That's great. Oh, good. He's still lining up. All right, cool. He's okay. He's okay, folks. Just his pride. Tennessee Cock gonna just shrug off a defender, get the first down, and rush for 13, taking it himself.
Sellers brings him down at the 9-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Go. Go.
Leslie with the tackle. Loss of 1 yard on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
And the Lush with the touchdown, Darryl Smiley. And much like many of the drunks wearing green, Smiley. That's all I have to say about that. Smiley with the touchdown.
The extra point attempt is good. McQueen deep to return. Number 19 with the return. Kickoff return 20 yards.
And they have regained the lead. 33 seconds to go. Irvin Parks, 14-yard catch. A lot of them after the reception. You need a clown right back at it. They are just not flinching at all. Faking the handoff. Here's Romero up the right side again and out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds, 21 yards. Stops the clock, but another first down, and you need a clown are just on autopilot, it would seem. They are destined to mate with Flappy Pappies in the 2nd round. What a game we are witnessing here as the 3rd quarter is drawing to an end. At the end of this play, we'll go into the 4th quarter. And Romero only gets a yard, cannot turn right and go downfield. Romero gets the other 9 on the first play of the 4th quarter. The Lush of the Irish. Yes! That's Bruce Morrison with the tackle. Wandering Lush defense has been on call quite a bit. Good block, taking in the tackle. Romero! been using his running back as a blocker quite a bit on this play after Lucas Wood carved them up on the last drive. 4:35, you need a clown, handing it off to Wood. He is tackled just on the goal line, 4 yards. That is quite the pileup, and that child is just falling off those kids. Oh, there's a kick to the back of the head. Gotta love playoff football here. And Romero gonna hang it on for the touchdown. 1 yard up the left side. Regaining the lead. It has been back and forth. We are in for a fourth quarter to remember on the first game of the playoffs. Amazing. Coming up after this, Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium, the 6th seed, facing off against last year's champions, the Creamy Surprise, the 11 seed, coming in as an at-large pick. Both teams actually at-large bids in that 6-11 matchup. That is coming up after this one. So we hope you stick around for that. Keenan Dotson. We're just hearing so many different names off Wandering Lush. Really is a testament to Tennessee Cock to still be in this after losing 2 critical players in this game. And that's up the middle to Colton Pollard. 20 yards up the middle, 3:43. This has been a fourth quarter shootout. A second half shootout, really. The Wandering Lush will not say die. They are not giving up. You tell me this doesn't matter to these kids. It could potentially be the last game of the season. No, can't hold back any longer.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6. That's good for a gain of 15 yards. First down. That's a gain of 11 on the play. That makes it 1st and goal. That's a loss of 7 yards. That brings up 2nd and goal.
And a Lush 2nd and goal after Tennessee Cock nowhere to go, brought down, running into his own blocker. Just the play completely collapsed. Fourth and goal. They're going to kick the field goal with 2:01 to go. Man, they got stopped. That is a huge stop for You Need a Clown. It's an onside kick, and it's recovered by You Need a Clown.
Illegal touching.
And yeah, it didn't go the full...
Still first down.
Did not go the full 10 yards. Man, I don't know what they're doing not going for it. They got all 3 timeouts. If they can stop You Need a Clown, make them go 3 and out and punt it, they just used their first timeout. This is not over yet. We've seen some crazy stuff. And that might do it. That's a first down and a big one. A flag on the play.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Face mask not going to help. May not matter at this point. Minute 50 to go. Does stop the clock, but that doesn't
Still
help.
first down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Tight right. Two down. Hey, check. Blue 14.
A face mask. It is all falling apart for the Wandering Lush. You Need a Clown taking as much time as they can off this clock. It's going to get down to 1 minute by the time this play clock reaches 0. So if the Wandering Lush can hold them to a field goal. Pass is caught, but Lucas Wood,
At the 9-yard line.
4-yard catch, 4th and 2. They're going to kick the field goal, but they're going to take as much time off of this as they can. If they make this, it'll be a 4-point game. It is not over yet. The Wandering Lush, if you look at the play clock and the game clock, will have at least some time left to take a shot downfield. Not as well as they had hoped it to be, but still enough to give that little glimmer of hope. The field goal is good. 16 seconds. The Wandering Lush, they have a chance. Can they do it and pull off a stunning end of the game comeback win?
Number 88 with the return. Kickoff return 17 yards.
13 seconds from their own 40, it looks like. From their own 36, excuse me. 64 yards from the end zone. 13 seconds. If anyone can air it out and win this game, it would be Tennessee Cock. He's got 9 seconds to go. Incomplete pass. May have just thrown that one away to get another chance at this.
Number 88, the intended receiver.
Another big incomplete. You Need a Clown. Down to 4 seconds. Can their defense pull this off one last time? Snap being taken from the 30-yard line. Tennessee Cock. The clock is at 0. This will be the last play of the game. Oh, it bounces off the hands of a big mass of humanity. Downfield, You Need a Clown. Survive and advance. 31-27. They will move on and face off against Flappy Pappy's Pancake Shanty in the second round. Stick around. We've got another game coming up in just a moment. The 8-9 matchup. Oh, excuse me. The 6-11 matchup is coming up. Until next time, so long, Arizona.